And then as soon as I give you the high sign, then Richie, you can open the meeting. So, all right, I'm ready.
The meeting.
Okay, call the meeting to order, Richie.
Got it.
Okay. You want me to put the, here, I'll put the, so for the purposes of everybody, so you all can see, do you see the agenda? No, you don't, I bet.
Correct.
You do?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So Roger's not here. So call it to order, Richie. Come on.
From the meeting to order.
It's 6:32.
6:32. I'm gonna turn it over to you, Walt.
Okay.
Do we need a motion to approve the agenda?
Yeah, let's do a roll call of who's here first. A roll call of who's here. Richie Wright,
Here.
Larry Boudreau,
Here.
Lindsay Butler,
Here.
Walt Meisner here. And so he is not here. Roger Hoyt is absent. And Skip Nolan is absent. I have a motion to call the meeting. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Larry seconds. Roll call. Richie Wright.
Yes.
Larry Boudreau. Yes. You approve the
Yes.
agenda? Yep. Lindsay Butler.
Yes.
Walt Meisner, yes. Notifications. Order and exact times of agenda items may vary at the board's discretion, with the exception of public hearings, which cannot start prior to the scheduled time. We have no public hearings now, so I think we can move the agenda item for the open meetings. Agenda items are those reasonably anticipated by the chairman 48 hours prior to the meeting. Votes may be taken. Documents submitted for review can be found under the planning board tab on the town website. Meeting is being recorded. The recorded minutes will be the official record, but written minutes will be prepared for easy reference to the topics covered and the actions taken. As this is a remote meeting, please keep your microphone or on mute unless you have been invited by the chairman to speak. When the floor is open for public comment, please raise your hand using the feature provided in the Zoom and wait until you are recognized by the chairman to speak. As this is a remote meeting, those appearing before the board shall be prepared to share the screen to present materials for discussion. Are there any vice chair? There is no chairman comments because the chairman is not here. Are there any vice chairman comments?
What do you got, Rich?
Rich,
Yay or nay?
do you have any
Got
vice
nothing.
chairman comments?
Nay.
Okay.
No.
No committee updates. Does anybody have any committee updates? And of course, on the agenda, he writes the state of emergency COVID-19 legislation amended by chapter 201, November 10, 2020. We're still working under those rules and regulations. Item number 3, are there any applications? Hearing none, we will move on to open discussion, public comment. Is anybody from the public here?
It's just us four.
Huh?
Looks like it's just us four in the bottom here.
Looks like it's just us four. Seeing none, we will keep the open discussion and public comment section if somebody should join between now and when we adjourn this meeting. A&R applications, there have been none submitted. So item number 5, there's no A&R applications. Are there any other business? This might be the time. You said, Larry, that Roger gave you some
Yeah,
announcements?
he just gave me some updates. I guess he talked to the building inspector, and she said that the pork chop lot that's coming before us does not fall underneath the grandfather clause in order for them to put a structure on it. So they're going to have to apply for a variance. I guess that's going to have to go through us
Okay,
because it doesn't have the correct road frontage.
okay. So let the record show that we would expect to see a request for a variance to allow this pork chop lot that is being considered. Do you know exactly where that's at, Larry?
I was in the middle of reading it when the meeting
Yeah.
started. So
It's on Westminster, is it Westminster Road? It looks like in the vicinity of Platts Road. Or I'm sorry, that's not Westminster Road, is it? You know where Platts Road is in the Westminster, that reservoir?
Oh, yeah. I think I do. Yeah.
yeah,
So, but that is to be submitted for a future meeting.
correct. He just wasn't sure if someone from there was going to be attending this meeting.
Okay,
So he wanted to make sure that we knew that we were going to have to tell them that they're going to have to file for a variance.
okay. Any other new business? Do you know of any, Larry? Anybody have anything else? Everybody's shaking their heads no. I'll take that as there's no other new business to talk. The planning grants, I see that there's nothing new that has come across my desk since our last meeting with regards to our meeting on the work, and we're going to hear from one can check the meetings from the minutes from the last meeting to know where we are on that stuff, because there's been nothing new.
Roger had also stated about that, whether we want to come up with something else to add to those grants. He said something about possibly asking for mapping of the water and sewer lines in town, accurate mapping that we don't have some sort of update,
Mhm,
possibly getting a grant for that.
mhm.
That's a great idea.
Excellent. The only thing he does not have on here, so I guess I should have put this under new business, is he did send us all an email with regards to the annual report. And you all should see on your screen now, this is the annual report he sent.
Yep. He also said one statement about that too.
Yeah,
Thank you for bringing these things up.
okay.
He said there was a discrepancy in the amount in that originally when this came up, all the numbers were blank. And there was a discrepancy in the amount of permits that were submitted that had to be corrected. But other than that, he seemed to think that everything else was correct.
Number of permits or A&Rs, or he wasn't clear on that.
To be honest with you, I wasn't sure on that one.
So I am going to add a comment. Number to be checked. So everything that's in red are where my proposed edits are. So after this meeting, I will circulate this back to you guys, and you guys can go through it and make your edits. I'm just using the word, track changes thing, but you can see where I just made small changes here, where we meet every second and fourth Wednesday evening at 6:30 for most months of the year, and changes and/or exceptions to this schedule are appropriately posted when needed, because not every month did we meet on the second and the fourth month. Later down here, where it says board would also like to thank Heather. I said Heather is the first person that public interacts, as the board is non-compensated, part-time elected agents of the town, and as such, only meets at night. So I just felt there need to be some clarification there. I moved a paragraph that was over on this side, if you guys can see my cursor. I moved that paragraph to be here to explain that with regret, board accept the resignation of member Geraldine Lasordo, blah, 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 blah. Same thing that was there, telling that Lindsay was appointed from March until the next annual election. The board learned of the past and then went on. And then I went into the COVID-19 there. And then I said, Ms. Butler is, because it said she was 3-year term, I said, Ms. Butler is fulfilling the remainder of Geraldine Lasordo's term, which was a 3 years term. And then I had very, very small editorial changes here. So I'll circulate this to you all. Read it, you know, so that you can see the edits I'm proposing. We obviously, all you can do is suggest your edits, and at the next meeting, when Roger's here, we can officially approve the changes. So, but anyway, that's all I did there. Going back to the agenda. Item number 8, old business. We have no subdivision updates. Nobody else is on the line. Town website. I know that there was a meeting of the town website meeting on Monday night. I do not know what happened there. And, you know, that's something that, does anybody, I assume none of you all went to that meeting on the website committee that was either last Monday or the Monday before. I heard about it after the fact, which is why I didn't go. Bylaw update. I can tell you that the first meeting of the bylaw review committee is going to be tomorrow night. Bill Johnson is a select board member, is chairing that. Oh, Bob Francis entering the waiting room. I'll select that. Well, I just accepted Bob Francis. Connecting by audio. Let's see. He has not connected. Hello, Bob.
Hi, I'm sorry. It took me a long time to figure out how to get to you guys.
That's okay. We're just on, we're plowing through this agenda pretty quickly. We'll go back and discuss any issue you want to discuss as soon as we finish this last point. I was just saying that the bylaw review committee meets tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the first time. And it's just going to be an organizing meeting to discuss with the group as to how we are going to divide up the duties of reviewing the bylaws and considering the issues of the bylaws. So I will go back to open discussion, public comment, and ask Bob if you have any comments or questions that you had for us.
Okay. Are you ready now?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So I have let me pull up my plan here. If you guys notice that the parcel labeled parcel G was an existing a house lot
This is where?
Bob, can you just
on.
give us a little definition of which lot you're talking about? And
I submitted, I sent Heather 2 plans. Did you guys get a copy of those?
No. This
which
is,
lot are we talking about?
We're talking about parcel G on Westminster Street. It's on Westminster, Whitmanville Reservoir.
Okay, that's the pork chop lot?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. No, that has, we have not, yeah, we did get,
We just received that at 3:30 today, 3:20
Okay.
today.
Okay.
so
But
Go ahead.
just to give you a little information that was passed on to me from the chairman, who had talked to the building commissioner, who had gone through the files and come to the conclusion that the property was not going to be able to fall underneath the grandfather clause as far as the frontages, and that you were going to have to file for a variance in order to go forward with your plan.
Okay, okay. Or that's, I mean, that's, I guess, worst case scenario. It's my, you can see that was a lot that was created a 100 years ago. And when I sold the land to Fisheries and Wildlife, I retained that lot thinking it was going to be a buildable lot someday. And I carved it out of a 290 acre parcel. And I guess we probably should have had it gone to the town beforehand and say, okay, if we carve out this land, we want to make sure that we retain the rights to build on this lot. And we never did that.
Roger's not here right now to speak for himself, and most, I'm fairly inexperienced in this matter, but my understanding is that you're just going to have to apply for a variance for the amount of frontage on the road, because there isn't enough frontage. The zoning, the bylaws now require, what is it, 100 or 100 feet or 150 feet?
I think it depends on the area.
Yeah. We would
But,
have
the
the
location
bylaw,
of-
which I don't have in front of me, but
No.
you'll have to talk to Heather, and Heather can help you, tell you exactly what the bylaw says. And it's just a matter of coming forward and presenting a case for why, for this lot and why you want, how you're going to build on it, and wanting a variance in order to get a variance to the bylaw so that you can have a shorter frontage.
Okay, okay, so we'll just do the paperwork, we'll submit it, and now what's that process now? Is it all like this, a Zoom meeting?
Well, right now, yeah. I mean, we're only meeting by Zoom at the time. We meet usually the second and fourth Wednesday of the month. I think there's a move afoot that for the next meeting and the 2 meetings in March, we'll have it on Thursday night instead of Wednesday night. That was a request that came across our desk today. So we may be moving those meetings, but we have one, you can look, check with Heather. It'll be either on the 24th or 25th of this month, either on the 10th or 11th of next month, or the 24th and 25th of next month. And so there's plenty of opportunity for you to, get the paperwork in, as long as we get it in with enough notice to put it on the agenda. We should be able to consider that and go through the process. And Heather's a better resource for what the exact process is.
Okay, all right, so I'll email her tomorrow and we'll start the process.
Right. Do any of my colleagues on the board have any other things to add? Did I miss something?
No, I would just, there's going to be a legal notice, so it probably won't get on the next agenda.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I think it's more just a formality. It's a pre-existing, non-conforming lot.
Yeah, and there would have to be something unexpected to come up for us to have an issue with it, I think.
Okay,
Just
all right,
have it go
gentlemen,
through the
thank you.
process.
I apologize for being late. It's just, it wasn't easy, but I'm here. Okay.
Not a problem. Well, you'll become an expert by the next time you have to come on the board, come on Zoom.
I doubt that, but all right, thank you, guys. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right.
Okay, are you seeing my agenda now?
Yes, yes.
So we were on 8C bylaw update. I gave you that. Correspondences. There's no, I am not aware of any town hearing or decision notices. Richie, are you aware of any?
I'm not.
Nope. No other town board committee notices have been brought to my attention, and no other correspondences have been brought to my attention. Does anyone know of anything?
I don't know. Roger might have said something about a Murray Road from out of Westminster, but it was just a
Oh,
correspondence.
yeah, but that's gonna come before us for a subdivision,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And that's, all he's doing was giving us a heads up saying
Right.
that we've got a subdivision that will come through. Item 10 was approval of the meeting minutes. Lindsay already spoke to that. And we're deferring, the only meeting minutes that are outstanding that I'm aware of, Lindsay, is from the last meeting. Is that correct? Okay, she's nodding yes.
Yes, that's correct.
And we'll have the minutes for this meeting and for the next meeting. At the meeting on what will probably be Thursday, February 25th.
Well, I just sent out the email to you guys, but I just started a new part-time job. And Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, I work till 7. And it's up in New Hampshire, about 40 minutes away.
Oh,
So I won't be able to make any Thursday, Friday, or Saturday meetings if we go at 6:30.
is the request to move it to Thursday coming from Roger?
Yeah, for some reason.
I think what we should say is at least let the record show for this meeting that there's uncertainty about which day the next meeting will go on. And if you can respond to Roger, that email trail we had today, and let
Yeah,
Roger
I just sent that to him before this meeting.
have a conflict, and then Roger can decide how he wants to reconcile that, because
Okay,
we're already scheduled for the 24th. But if we could get, the appropriate quorum and there's a reason to reschedule it to either Thursday or some other day, we'll let Roger handle that. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Roll call vote. Richie Wright.
Yep.
Larry Boudreau.
Yes.
Lindsay Butler.
Yes.
Walt Meisner. Yes. It's been a pleasure, folks.
That was a good
Same
one.
here.
Ooh. Oh, like this one.
I am not one, when I do run meetings, I am not one to waste a lot of time. So
Well, you're nominated.
Yeah, there you go.
Any seconds?
I'll second that.
you all have a fantastic night.
You too.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Take care.
Take care. We'll see you.
Talk to you later. Yeah. Bye-bye.